My family all played cricket, so I was always down my local club up until I was about 8 years old, where I got picked up by Middlesex straight away for under 11s. So I was 3 years younger than all the other guys, and then I played all the way through all levels until eventually getting a contract in 1987 and played until 1995, which I had a good time, 9 years doing it, and then I had to go and find something else. I just went into a construction career where my father had a business, so worked with him for years until he retired, and then I started my own little company, and then things changed after that. About 7 years ago, my wife got diagnosed with breast cancer, and had radiotherapy, chemotherapy, mastectomy, and for a couple of years after that she was okay. And then 3 years ago she took a turn for the worse. It spread, come back and spread, and she was very ill for about 6 months in the Royal Marsden Hospital, which is not far from here, and I spent every day up there with her. Basically the money was running out, my wife was getting iller. They gave her 2 years ago 2 to 4 weeks to live, but she wanted to see my son go to secondary school, and for some reason, I don't know how brave she was, she lasted another 18 months. But she was so brave, and she carried on to see her children grow up as much as she could. From then, about a year ago, she got very ill. I mean, she was ill, but really ill, and she passed away a year ago, 1st of April. But unfortunately, the day after she passed away, the people renting my house out, who were my only source of income at the time, they moved out. Just a coincidence, and I had no money. All our savings had gone just to get by, living day to day really. For about a week after she died, obviously I'm in a terrible state anyway, but on top of that I had no money and I didn't know where to turn next. And just by a strange thing, a letter came through the door, and it was a PCA magazine. One afternoon I just sat down and opened it out and read it, and I just saw a little thing at the bottom of the page saying, if you need any help, phone this number. And I just thought, well, I can't do any worse than phone them up. But within 20 minutes they'd already put some money into my bank account, which you cannot believe what it meant to me. I still can't describe it now. It's just the relief of not worrying about where the next meal was coming from, to be honest. I don't want charity, but at the time I didn't know where to go, and for a good 6 months the BCA looked after me while I was getting myself back on my feet. That's the things you miss, just the simple things that, just little things, seeing your daughter doing those gymnastics, or seeing your son score a goal, or, on top of looking after the kids, you've lost your wife and you have no money. And I don't know what anyone else would have done in my situation if they hadn't had the PCA. Those first 5 to 6 months you don't get anything. It takes so long to do probate, and so you had nothing. Out of the blue I got a card with some money in it saying get the kids something nice for Christmas, and it takes the edge off things. And they are always asking, Laddie is always texting me, how are the kids, and it's just kind that people are looking out for you, From, I haven't played cricket for 25 years professionally, and there's still people there who care for you. The Professional Cricketers Trust are like one big family, and if you're ever in trouble, please phone them, because they're there to help you. It doesn't matter what's going on, from the death of my wife to depression or whatever, they're there to help. And they don't just help me, they've helped my family. So I'd like to thank them very much. The Professional Cricketers Trust, brilliant.